Welcome to the Best Things Podcast. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Best Things Pod as well. Now, here are your hosts, Craig and Aaron.
Hello, Internet. Welcome in to the Best Things Podcast. I'm Craig. That's Aaron. Aaron, how are you doing?
Hey, man, I am awesome.
Happy New Year, my friend.
Happy New Year. Wow, 2022.
Can you believe it?
Yes. No. Not sure.
I'm not sure how to feel either. You know, fun fact, for those enjoying the new year, 2022, you know the Jetsons, the show
Yes.
The Jetsons? Did you know George Jetson's birthday is July 31st, 2022?
Is it really?
According to the internet and some Instagram post I saw.
Okay. What are we doing to celebrate that this
That's
year?
what I
mean,
thought.
we got to have something big for that.
We got to do like a Jetsons marathon or something like that. Well, we made it. We're here. 2022. Lots of twos. February 2nd, 2022. February 2nd, 2022. There's got to be something, right?
2222
Yeah.
at 2:22 p.m.
Yeah. There's got to be a party. There's got to be something going on.
Yes.
Well, we are in the throes of it. If you're new to the podcast, I know we had several new Twitter followers at least.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So if you're listening and you found us on Twitter, welcome to the party, pal. Glad you're here. We take a topic and we go through what we think are the best of those things, and we try to come to a conclusion of what is the best thing. And Aaron, this was your birth child.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to put it.
Brainchild.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's a better. Why don't you tell us today what we're talking about?
We're talking about the best sandwiches in every state. And we'll decide if this is right or not. There's a ton of different articles and lists. You know, this is all subjective, but
That's true.
What the heck? Let's have fun with it, right?
Well, what is a podcast if it's not fun? Also entertaining and educational.
Yeah, exactly. It's one I don't listen to. If I'm not entertained and educated when I finish, I don't subscribe.
No. Do we need to talk about our personal favorite best sandwiches, or should we save that for the end?
I think it needs to be saved to the end, because after you go through this list, something may hit your brain that you've forgotten about and bring you back to a new place. Your equilibrium may be challenged and changed when we've talked about each of these sandwiches.
Yeah. I think that based on some of the things that I've seen across the country and my travels, there are some states that just really, y'all have terrible tastes in foods.
There is one specific state on this list that I'm reading. In fact, it's probably the only sandwich on this list. I don't know what y'all are doing in this state, but it ain't right, okay? I think I would try everything else on this list that I've read except one state.
Do we just need to call them out right now?
Yeah.
Or we want to wait and admonish them whenever we get there?
No, I think we need to put them on blast notice right now. Mississippi.
Gosh, you Mississippians.
What are you doing? This is embarrassing, okay?
Do we want? I know we're gonna save. We talked about. By the way, if you would like to support us, you can actually pay $2 a month to hear a whole extra bonus set of podcasts. And we talked about those are going to be the worst things.
The worst.
Yeah. So Mississippi, you're going to get your due in our paid episode.
We're really going to go off on you.
It may be the only thing we talk about on that episode is what Mississippi. Do we want to start there?
I'm going to go in alphabetical order.
Okay.
If that's fine with you.
That's perfectly fine with me.
I like organization, and this one was just very handy to have it in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you if you have an idea what you think this state's best sandwich is, and you give me your guess, okay? The state of Alabama, what do you think of when you think of Alabama and a sandwich?
So my Oh, that's tough. I don't have this list pulled up, so it's not like I'm cheating or anything. When I think of Alabama, I think of the white barbecue sauce.
Yes, that's my first thought as well.
I'm gonna assume it's some kind of barbecue sandwich.
It's a pulled chicken with white sauce sandwich. Alabama is like the only state that does this white barbecue sauce. It's a mayo-based barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're in the South. Let's add some more mayo to something. And so they've turned it into barbecue sauce. I don't think I've ever had white barbecue sauce.
I don't think I have
Alabama.
either. I really want to try it, though.
So do I. Now, is a pulled chicken sandwich with white sauce the best sandwich in Alabama? According to this list, it is. I'd like to hear from some of our fans in Alabama to let us know, is that right or not?
Yeah. And by the way, if you are listening from outside the U.S., I know we have some people who listen specifically like Brazil and Germany. So if you're listening from there, then let us know what your favorite sandwich is where you are. So you may not really. Have you ever seen like some of those TikToks and stuff that it puts up a state from the U.S. Like people in Britain are looking like, I have no idea what that state is.
Yes.
Like nobody knows what Arkansas is.
No.
Like if you're not from here.
If you're not from here, we get guessed all over
There
the
are
web.
people in the U.S. that don't know what Arkansas is.
Exactly.
So if you don't understand these states or what we're talking about, then we'd love to hear what your favorite one is from wherever you are.
Alaska. This is one that I never would have guessed. I don't think that you'll guess it. I don't think anybody, maybe Alaskans would guess it.
Alaska. I'm going to say some kind of a fish sandwich.
Yeah, because
Salmon?
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But no, we're not going there. We're going with a reindeer sausage sandwich.
Really? Oh, man. Do not tell. I know we're just coming out of Christmas, so.
Yeah. Rudolph. And it looks good. I got to show you a picture of this.
So I just pulled it up. I'm staying one behind you.
Okay, all right.
So I'm not revealing the answer until after you said it, but it looks really good.
It does.
Is that mustard?
That's what it looks like.
And by the way, if you want to follow along, you can pull up the delish.com article that I'm guessing is just titled "The Classic Sandwich to Order in Every State." So you can follow along with us and see these pictures.
Yeah, reindeer sausage sandwich. I'm down to try that. I assume it's similar to deer.
You would think
People in
it's
the
got to be some
South,
kind of venison, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Arizona. This is one that I never would have. I wouldn't have guessed this.
I'm gonna guess Arizona, the Southwest. It's got to be some kind of Mexican-inspired dish.
Okay, you're on the right track. They just calling it a Southwestern Panini.
Okay,
so it's got ham,
that's good.
avocado, black beans. I know you're a big fan of those.
No.
Cheese, chipotle sauce. It sounds good though.
It does sound really good. I like this picture does a lot of justice. The grill marks on there look nice.
When I first saw this, my first thought for Arizona was they're famous for Sonoran hot dogs.
Yeah.
So I thought that might be it. I'll just go ahead and give a spoiler here. There's no hot dogs.
Oh, there's no.
Best I can remember, there's no hot dogs on the list. Okay, so
I know this is a deeper conversation. Real talk though, gut check. Hot dog, is it a sandwich or no?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say no also.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a hot dog. It's just we have to be okay with saying that some of these things are just their own thing.
Okay.
So Josh Scherer, Nicole,
Yep.
hot dogs and sandwich people, like we solved it for you. Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Arkansas, our home state.
I know Arkansas's because I've heard of unless it's something different on this list. The one I always hear that Arkansas's is a fried bologna sandwich.
Okay, and that's what I've always heard as well.
Is that not right here?
No, it's not. It's not. Right
Seriously.
Here. So since we're from here, I think we can argue about this one.
We can.
I think they may have got this wrong. They say it's a fried catfish po' boy.
Okay, I would disagree with that. Now we are known for our catfish.
Yeah,
in
you're known for
Arkansas,
catfish.
but I've lived here almost my whole life. I don't ever put it on a sandwich.
No. I don't know really anybody that's ordering this in Arkansas. Now, the place that they mention is a restaurant called Eat My Catfish. They have good catfish.
They do have good catfish.
I have not tried it on a sandwich there,
I
though.
haven't either.
The fried bologna sandwich, I would say, is probably, if you're thinking of Arkansas, that's the best sandwich in the state.
Yeah, and that or like a classic BLT.
Yeah. I could see that.
Just because Arkansas's got good tomatoes. Pig products obviously are good here.
Absolutely.
Pork and bacon. So, yeah, I would disagree with the list here, which probably means there's some of these other things on these state lists they would disagree also.
No doubt.
Which, by the way, if you're listening, comment, let us know. Send us if you go to our the website on our episode page, you can actually leave us a voice message. We'd love to actually hear from you on if you think this is right or not for your state.
Because you know better than we do, or this website.
Absolutely.
Okay, California. This is one. I watch a lot of food TV.
You do, sir.
YouTube, things like that. So this is one that I had thought of, and I guessed this one right. Let's see if you get it.
I'm gonna a California club.
Okay.
It's got to have avocado on it.
Right, but you're wrong.
Really?
The avocado thing seems like that would just be right there.
Yeah.
That's what my wife guessed.
Avocado toast.
You would think. But real foodies know that there is a certain sandwich that was invented over 100 years ago at a restaurant in Los Angeles that has become a very well-known sandwich across the country. Does that help you at all?
No.
Arby's serves this sandwich.
Just a roast beef sandwich or a French dip?
French dip. There you go.
Okay.
It was invented in Los Angeles.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I would have absolutely thought that was a New York thing. Something up in the Northeast.
The Northeast.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't think of that as being Cali.
No.
But yeah, from my food trivia and watching, I do remember seeing that. I think though, if you talk to people in California, they're probably going,
yeah, they're not
something with avocado on it.
Yeah, they're not dipping their sandwich in gravy. I mean,
let me ask you this: we said that hot dogs are not a sandwich. Are burgers a sandwich?
I would at its most specific, yeah.
Okay.
But for the purposes of this article and this conversation, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you're going to think In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, yeah. That's probably the most iconic.
That's got to be the most iconic thing between two pieces of bread coming out of California.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, I lived in this state for 5 years. We visit this state quite often, Colorado.
Okay.
I have never heard of this. I have not seen it on any menus at restaurants over the past decade. So I don't know if this is the most classic sandwich for Colorado or not.
You're going with this then. Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, well, you are on the right track. It's a sandwich called Fool's Gold. Supposedly,
oh wow,
Elvis Presley. It looks good, doesn't it?
It looks like a peanut butter and jelly.
It has
on toast. Is that bacon?
It's bacon. It's covered in butter. It's baked, stuffed with a pound of bacon, peanut butter, and jelly.
I would absolutely eat this.
Supposedly, Elvis Presley once took his private jet from Graceland to Denver to purchase 28 Fool's Gold sandwiches from the Colorado Mine Company restaurant.
It looks really good.
I don't know why I have never heard of this in Colorado or any other state.
Yeah.
But places need to start putting this on the menu.
Have you ever had a burger with peanut butter and jelly on it?
No. That sounds weird.
We have a place here in town, like Chit Chat. Shout out to our friends at Chit Chat and Chew. Not a sponsor, but they can be. Absolutely. We're never turned down a sponsor.
No.
They do a PB&J smash burger. And so it's a smash burger. They put cheese on it. I usually order it without cheese. Cheese is just too much for me, but it's the burger, bacon, peanut butter, jelly, bread.
I'm trying to get myself in a headspace where it makes sense.
It's really good. I've had it on multiple occasions.
The jelly, I guess I can kind of see as a sweet element, but I think I'm more lost at the peanut butter on a burger.
Apparently that's a big deal. Like there's a lot of people who will grill with peanut butter on their burger. Like they'll grill it, and then instead of that second turn, instead of putting cheese on it to melt, they'll put peanut butter on it to melt that peanut butter into that salty. Instead of seasoning overly with salt, that salty peanut butter gets in there.
So you like this?
I do. I like it a lot. It's really good.
Is it something that you would make at home? It's not just a novelty thing that you try.
No, I'd try it at home. I think they do it really well because they've got the right stuff to do the smash burger really well. I don't have the burger weight, but you're getting the crispy edges with all of that. But it's really good. Highly recommend. If you see it on a menu somewhere, try it.
I would try it. Yeah, that's not something that's so out there that I'm like, no, not for me. Let's head to the Northeast. Let's go to Connecticut.
Okay, Connecticut.
If you think about the Northeast,
I don't think it's going to be like a lobster roll. That's going to be from Massachusetts. I'm going to guess a cucumber sandwich for our fancy friends in Connecticut.
Connecticut's getting down with a fried clam roll.
Oh,
so
okay.
Sort of in the lobster rolly category. But fried clams, they're known for their seafood shacks. It sounds good to me.
I like clams.
I love fried clams.
Yeah.
This is definitely something.
Oh, it looks so cute.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks so. It's got to be small.
I have not made it to the Northeast to enjoy any of these seafood sandwiches. I know things like a lobster roll, though. They seem to be really expensive for the size that you get. So I hope one day to enjoy this. I just hope it's not a letdown. Because for me, there's like this chart of cost versus what you get for my enjoyment factor. So at some point...
I agree with that.
Quick
question. I know we're on number 7. We're 16 minutes in here. So I know we're going to have to burn through some of these pretty quick. But a seafood sandwich, are you putting lemon on it?
Yes.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I put lemon on all fish and seafood.
See, I don't. I usually like it without the lemon.
The citrus just elevates stuff.
It does, but sometimes it can overpower the fish itself. I like fish, so.
I like to cover up the taste of fish if it's fishy tasting. Delaware.
I'm going to assume it's in the same vein. So it's not going to be lobster. I'm going to guess a soft shell crab sandwich.
Hey, that's a good guess. This is the favorite sandwich of our current president, Joe Biden, supposedly. It's called a Thanksgiving sub. All right. This sounds like something that we should have invented as we talked about Thanksgiving pizza, but, you just...
No.
Cranberry sauce, dressing, stuffing, whatever, turkey, all on a roll. I'm down with that.
And you sleep the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah. Carb overload.
Looking at
100%.
that thing, it is so much.
Florida.
I'm going to gator. It's got to be a gator sandwich.
Okay, yeah, that's what you would think. No, but this is a very iconic sandwich. Go to Miami.
Okay, yeah.
They're known for their Cubano sandwiches.
Yeah, that's obvious once you look at it.
It is. I got that one right.
I love a good Cubano sandwich. They're really good.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Georgia.
I'm thinking peaches, but I'm assuming it's not going to be on the sandwich. I'm also thinking like a barbecue or something with pork. I'm going to guess pork chop sandwich.
Ooh, pork chop sandwiches. No, not Georgia. You will see that on the list later on there. So be thinking about what state that might be. Georgia is a pimento cheese sandwich.
Okay,
and
that makes sense.
I've seen that in other
Augusta.
stuff. Yeah. Pimento cheese. I love a good homemade pimento cheese. Do you?
It's got to be a really good one. I think when I was younger, I had some bad ones at family, extended family things, and they just, as a kid, they're just not great.
What about
I haven't had it in a long time though.
The store-bought stuff?
I haven't had it probably in years.
It's it's that orange.
Yeah.
It's
usually
awful.
It's chalky almost, isn't it? Like
it's been a long time since I've had
That's the texture I remember from pimento cheese, and that's why I say it may not have been. It's probably not supposed to be, right?
No.
Yeah. So that's just
Hawaii.
It's got to be some kind of a pineapple and pork.
You're on the right track. Okay. I got this one wrong just because Hawaii is known as the world's largest consumer of Spam. So I was thinking maybe a Spam sandwich. But according to this, it's a Kahlua pork sandwich. And I know they're very well known for Kahlua pork as well.
Yeah.
So this makes a lot of sense.
That looks really good.
And it does look good.
It looks super good. This should totally be a visual podcast.
Absolutely. I wish it was a smelling podcast.
Yeah.
I'd love to just smell it right now. But it says it's also available as a breakfast burrito, a biscuit, or nachos.
Ooh,
and
boy.
I'm not mad at any of those.
No, I will take that in the burrito every time.
Idaho. This is we spent some time out in Idaho and Montana and Wyoming in the Yellowstone area a couple years ago. This is definitely something you see a lot of out there. Whether it's the best, the most classic, I'm not sure, but you see a lot of this in that area.
You think potato?
You do.
I'm going to assume there's no potato though involved.
That's correct.
I'm thinking something in the beef category. That's where my mind goes.
Okay, there's a lot of cattle out there.
Yeah, I don't know what a patty melt.
That's as good of a guess as anybody could make. But according to this, it's a huckleberry sandwich. Everywhere you go,
you knew it was coming.
I know. Everywhere you go in the Yellowstone area, though, into Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, everywhere we were, every place was advertising huckleberry pie, huckleberry jam. I mean, huckleberry ice cream, huckleberry cobbler. It was everywhere. Huckleberry soda.
I think I remember hearing something about. I guess it was probably you telling me that.
It may have been.
Yeah.
So huckleberries are very popular. I'm not surprised to see that on this list. I have my questions about whether or not this is accurate, though.
Looks like a huckleberry barbecue sauce on turkey and brie.
It looks like kind of an upscale bistro type.
It's like something
sandwich.
I would get at McAllister's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Illinois. This one should be a dead giveaway.
It's not a hot dog?
No, because I said hot dogs are not on the list.
I'm trying to think.
So it's not the Chicago dog, but let's stay in the city of Chicago.
Okay, I'm staying in the Chicago area. Oh man, you saying it's a dead giveaway has locked my brain up now. I'm going to kick myself for not knowing this.
It is their most famous sandwich.
It's sloppy.
It is sloppy.
It's not a sloppy Joe though.
No, it's not.
Oh, I can picture it and I can't think of what it is.
I mean, you better roll your sleeves up when you eat this sandwich, for sure.
A hoagie?
You're in the
I'm
right.
all over it. I can't get it though. For the sake of time, go ahead.
1930s, this sandwich called the Italian beef was invented.
The Italian beef.
Yeah, they dunk that thing in the juice, and it's just wet and sloppy, and you put that Italian giardiniera, pickled vegetables on top of
That's
it.
100% Illinois.
Yep. All right, Indiana. Again, your food knowledge should help you with this. If if you're listening and you pay attention to a lot of food stuff, you'll know what Indiana's known for. Does Craig?
I don't think I do. Indiana, the Hoosiers. Nobody knows what a Hoosier is, though. It's some kind of bird. I think this is a chicken sandwich of some kind.
The inventors of the chicken sandwich. This is where the chicken sandwich wars started.
Okay.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, go ahead and advance your screen there and look at the pork. You were talking about pork chop earlier. They're known for these massive pork tenderloins.
We should have made this into a game where I get points.
Oh, yeah, we should. All right, yeah.
I don't know how many y'all gotten right, though. 2?
Yeah. I'd say 3.
Okay.
Okay, Iowa. And again.
Corn.
A
corn fritter sandwich. Now, you feed corn to pigs. I'm going to go with you know what? BLT.
Okay. You're wrong.
Okay.
You have mentioned this sandwich once already, though.
Oh, my gosh.
The Sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
It's also known as a loose meat sandwich. I don't know if it mentions that there or not, but foodies who pay attention to, where things were invented, this loose meat sandwich that can also be, very Sloppy Joe-like, came from the Midwest. And it seems like a very Midwestern dish when you start to think about it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's as middle America as you can get.
Kansas. Another, what's Kansas known for?
Barbecue.
I don't think
Kansas would be pulled pork, though.
So
Texas would be a brisket. I'm going to say Kansas, some sort of rib sandwich. It's the McRib, isn't it? Kansas, just when you think of authentic barbecue, you think of the McRib.
No, you had it a second ago. Brisket. What specifically on brisket is Kansas City known for?
Burnt ends.
A burnt-end sandwich.
Ooh, really?
That's what they say.
Oh, sweet Lord.
That looks good, doesn't it?
Sweet, delicious Lord. That is... Woo! I'm driving to Kansas tonight.
Hey, I brought some brisket over.
Yes, you did.
And I brought some authentic Meat Mitch Womp sauce, which was named the best barbecue sauce in America. He's a pit master in Kansas City, so we're going to try that here in a little while. Get close to it.
I'm here for it.
All right, Kentucky. This one's another. If you're a foodie, it's a dead giveaway. If you're a sports fan, you ought to know this sandwich too.
I'm going to guess it has something to do with the Kentucky Derby and corned beef.
Okay, that's another solid guess, but no, that's not right. It's a sandwich called the Hot Brown. It was invented at a hotel called the Brown Hotel in the 1920s. It's an iconic Kentucky sandwich. Does that not look good?
That looks good, but
your reaction,
the language, the like a Welsh rarebit.
Okay, so
extra heft.
Yeah, it's like a cheese sauce. Yeah, it's like a cheesy sauce that goes over this ham, and I mean, it sounds good once you start looking into it.
It's not what I would expect at all from Kentucky.
No, Louisiana.
Shrimp po' boy.
You got it.
Come on, that's number 4, baby. I like a good shrimp po' boy. And I've had them from Louisiana, and they're delicious.
They are. Now, I got this one wrong, though. For all the ones I've gotten right, this is one I got wrong.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking of the muffaletta.
Oh, muffaletta, yeah.
From New Orleans.
Yeah,
that
makes sense,
iconic
too.
sandwich.
Yeah. Which I don't care for, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I know why. Because a muffaletta is contained with an olive tapenade all over it. Yeah. And you're an olive hater.
And I hate olives.
Let's go back up northeast to Maine.
Okay. Maine. Crab. This is the soft shell crab sandwich.
You're in the wrong state. That one will come back up later.
Oh, man.
Maine is known for another seafood treasure. Maine.
I give up.
Lobster Roll. Maine lobster.
I was thinking that for Massachusetts. Yeah. Wow, I thought that would be a dead giveaway for Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Can there be 2 in the same list?
Possibly. The Lobster Roll. To me, it's one of the best sounding. Again, I haven't been up there to have one that's fresh.
Yeah, no.
But fresh lobster with warm butter on one of these buns, man, it just sounds amazing.
It does sound good. Tell you what, before we get to the next one, how about we take a little break, a little ad break. Give everybody a chance to go, make a sandwich for themselves.
That's the best thing that you could do right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eat a sandwich.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, with everything you need all in one place. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Okay, we are back. Hopefully you've got your sandwich in hand, something icy cold to drink with it, and you're ready to get smarter about sandwiches across the country.
Don't you feel like some of the best sandwiches have the little toothpick with the flag in it? Right? Or the little plastic...
The little plastic thing, like on a club sandwich.
Cellophane,
Yeah. I always felt, especially as a kid, if I ever got one of those, I felt fancy.
Yeah, you just feel fancy.
Yeah. Okay, we're at Maryland.
Maryland will be crabs. Maryland's got crabs.
They sure do.
I've struck out twice with the soft shell crab. I'm gonna say crab salad sandwich. A little cleaner.
Okay, you're right. You're all over it. You were smart not going back to the soft shell crab sandwich.
Yeah,
it's a crab cake sandwich.
Crab cake. Okay.
But yeah, Maryland's known for their blue crabs.
Well, isn't that a pretty little thing?
I mean, I'll eat that all day.
I love a good crab cake.
Crab cakes are amazing.
A good crab cake. That's the problem, because there are bad crab. When a crab cake is not good, it is bad,
and it'll make you not want to have another one.
Yeah, this is one of those things. This needs to be a whole episode, because there are some things that there are things that people have tried and hate.
Yes.
And they say it's the worst thing they've ever had in their life. Sushi is one of them.
That's a big one.
Because you're not having good sushi.
Right.
And so it just taints your...
Yeah. If you've had a very poor representation of a certain dish, it'll definitely give you a set of glasses that you view that through.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we're to Massachusetts. You've wanted to guess lobster roll from Massachusetts multiple times.
It's already been taken.
It has.
So
it's not a lobster roll. I'll tell you that. I'm also going to tell you I have never heard of this sandwich. You'll never guess it.
Okay, just move on then.
I still don't know what it is. It's called a spucky.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If I had a billion guesses, I would have never got to spucky.
It comes from the word spookadella. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's like an Italian hero.
It looks good.
Italian cured meats and cheeses can be served cold or pressed. Sounds good.
I mean,
but I'd never heard of a
the
spucky.
bread on this picture looks really good.
It looks amazing. And I love Italian cured meats and cheeses.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Michigan.
This is another Midwestern town. Has Detroit. I'm going to guess something in the automotive department of the food. I have no idea. Ham and cheese. A working class sandwich.
Okay. This is
Aaron's "you're wrong" face, by the way. When he says "okay," that means no, you're nowhere near it.
It's a Reuben sandwich. So
okay,
you weren't that far off.
Yeah,
you know.
Again, I would have thought that would have been like a New York kind of thing.
New York is known for another sandwich similar to this.
Okay,
we're close.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Minnesota. This one took me a while.
Gopher sandwich.
Do you all have abundance of gophers up there? I have always wondered this, just based on the University of Minnesota.
I mean, do we have an abundance of Razorbacks here? I mean,
we raise a lot of hogs.
I guess that's true, but like when you think of pig farmers, you think of like a little more north, Midwestern.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of wild hogs down here in the South.
I guess that's true. Minnesota.
They eat some strange things up north.
They do, and this sandwich has to have mayonnaise in it. I'm gonna say.
I think it probably does.
I'm gonna say. When I think of Minnesota, I think of mayonnaise and Lay's potato chips in it. Like that's the kind of sandwich I'm thinking.
Like a potato chip salad sandwich.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say a chicken salad sandwich.
Okay. No.
Okay.
It's a fried walleye sandwich, which after I saw this made sense.
That does make sense.
There's a lot of now it has tartar sauce on it, which is mayo, so they still got their mayo worked into the sandwich.
They got the mayo in there.
All right, Mississippi. We're finally here.
Gosh.
We're finally here. This is again the only sandwich on this list that I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not trying this.
I remember it being disgusting, like some kind of body part from an animal. I just can't remember. It's like a pig.
Yeah,
tail.
Yeah, you're close. It's a pig ear.
Pig ear.
Pig ear sandwich. It says, I'm just going to read this. Pig ear sandwich is a Mississippi tradition. Please tell me, Mississippi, that they got this wrong. Please.
Yeah, we need to hear
for
from
the love of everything. Tell me this is wrong, especially in a sandwich. Big Apple Inn in Jackson is known for this iconic sandwich, pressure cooked until tender, served with homemade hot sauce, slaw, and mustard. This is the only state to try them, and unless experienced, we don't recommend making them at home.
This is also like this is the only one that comes with a disclaimer.
When your sandwich comes with a disclaimer of "Do not attempt this sandwich at home," don't attempt eating this sandwich anywhere.
Yeah. I say we save the rest of our banter for our
100%
paid subscribers. Okay.
Missouri.
This
is one that I didn't guess.
I've got a guess. Okay. Hold on. Oh, what's it called? Oh. A Monte Cristo.
No. Oh. But, it's sort of in that same style. It's called a Gerber. It's an open-faced sandwich. It has garlic butter, ham, Provel cheese,
really
which is cheddar, Swiss, and provolone mixed up.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm trying that sandwich.
Yeah.
I never heard.
I can make that at home.
Absolutely.
There's no warning with it.
Thank you, Missouri, for having something, normal. Montana.
This is like Minnesota. You know what? I'm going to guess a bison sandwich.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like a bison barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
not right.
But it's not right. Okay, this is one that I question. I want to hear from people in Montana. Again, when we were across the state a couple years ago, I didn't see this anywhere, but it's a pork chop sandwich.
Okay.
Made famous by Montana native Evel Knievel.
Really?
So maybe I was just at the wrong restaurants, but I don't remember seeing it on a menu in Montana.
I like a pork chop sandwich, though.
Oh, I love a pork chop sandwich.
Yeah.
Nebraska, back in the Midwest. But
corn fritter sandwich.
No, you're not getting this.
Okay.
It's basically a hot pocket. Okay.
Oh wow.
It's called a runza.
A runza.
And it's.
I would say add a little flair to it, but it's Nebraska.
It's Nebraska.
Not runza.
I don't know if this is. Oh, okay. It's German and Russian.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what
So
it looks like.
It
looks like they hollowed out a baguette
and stuffed it with ground beef,
I'm not
cabbage,
mad at
onions, and seasoning. I'd eat it.
Yeah. Absolutely would.
It looks like a better version of what Hot Pocket tries to be.
That's
This
right.
is probably where Hot Pocket got its inspiration from, if I was guessing.
I think you're right.
Nevada.
People are taking risks. Prime rib sandwich,
That would be delicious.
but it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Okay.
It's a patty melt.
Oh,
Patty melt.
really? I guess, late night casinos, you're drunk,
It was
hit up the
created in
Denny's.
California.
So why is it
They recommend going to Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers.
Are you serious?
To order this, all right? So Freddy's is a nationwide chain. And I don't think of patty melts.
No, I don't either.
Freddy's.
I think of a smash burger.
But that's what they're recommending. So we happen to have a Freddy's in our city. So I'm going to go try one of these patty melts and just see, is this what Nevada's all about?
I mean, I get it. It's a hangover thing. I guess
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I see where they're coming from. New Hampshire?
New Hampshire. We're back in seafood territory.
Yep.
Tuna salad sandwich.
Okay, you're way off here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not surfing, we're turfing with this. Roast beef sandwich.
Okay. Back to Arby's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
I love a roast beef sandwich.
But if I'm in like New Hampshire, that's not the first thing that's coming to my mind.
No, it's not. Maybe I don't know enough about New Hampshire. Maybe there's a big beef industry there.
Maybe.
Okay, New Jersey. This one, and again, dead giveaway.
You would think it would be a dead giveaway.
I'm going to give you 5 points if you can get it.
I don't. Now the pressure's on me. I don't like pressure. I got nothing.
Okay.
See, you keep setting me up for failure with these. Like if you had said nothing, I might have actually
got it. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. If you just think about well-known chains, there's a place called Jersey Mike's.
Oh, okay.
They do
a hero sandwich.
They do subs, Italian sub.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
New Mexico. This again for me. I knew where this was going. I didn't know exactly what form it would take, but
it's
I knew
be like a Aztec-y Southwestern.
Okay. Yes. There's one specific thing that New Mexico grows.
Fry bread.
Okay, they do fry bread. This is not fry bread.
Okay.
There is something on the spicy end of things. Them in Colorado both grow
pot.
Yes, Colorado does grow.
Why not?
They are known for
Man,
their.
do we have to put like an explicit thing on this podcast now because we mentioned pot? Dang.
Hatch, New Mexico is known for their green chilies.
Hatch chili, yeah.
And
I
turkey
love
and green
good
chili
Hatch
sandwich is what they're saying. So whatever the sandwich is, I expect that to be there.
Yeah.
Like
You're right.
when we're in Colorado and New Mexico, I'll go with a green chili cheeseburger. I mean, that's anything
green chili
is good.
anything with green chili, especially the Hatch style. Yeah.
All right, here we are, New York.
So it's not a Reuben.
It's not a Reuben. Katz's Deli is the place that's famous for this. One day I'm going to go there. I'm going to try this sandwich.
Is it corned beef? No.
Nope.
It's
you're all over it though. You're right there.
Pastrami
on rye. I mean, they'll stack those things up thick. Pastrami on rye.
I love
with
pastrami.
some mustard. Get one of those deli pickles.
I think pastrami is my favorite deli meat. Like of all the deli meats, I think pastrami. It's just I don't know. It's just salty and it's just delicious. Peppery.
Yeah. North Carolina. Another. If you're a foodie, you know what North Carolina's known for.
This one's a pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah, it's a pulled pork sandwich. They're known for the Lexington style
10 points,
barbecue.
Gryffindor.
And of course, they're known for the Carolina style barbecue sauce, which is a mustard based sauce rather than a tomato based sauce. So pulled pork sandwich, North Carolina. We were out there this year, had some of that. Good. Okay, North Dakota. This is different.
I'm gonna guess. I don't know. North Dakota.
Think of the time of year that we're in right now. It's cold. They're wanting stuff, that's
Fatty,
heavy, carby. You want to feel, warm and comforted after eating this. Yeah, this is that kind of sandwich.
Oh man, I don't know.
It's called a hot beef sandwich.
Okay, I've had a hot beef sandwich.
It says they serve a mean one. It looks like it's got mushrooms on it. Serve it with a side of mashed potatoes, smother it in gravy. Sounds very Midwestern.
Very heavy, very hearty.
So for your cold nights, you can eat that. Okay, Ohio. Again, you go to, I believe it's Cleveland, where this sandwich originated. If you're a foodie, you know what Cleveland is known for when it comes to sandwiches.
Well, I must not be a foodie, Aaron, because I do not know.
I may have to take back something I said earlier.
Oh my gosh.
When it comes to this sandwich as well. It's called a Polish boy, so it's got a Polish sausage on there, which is sort of hot dog.
Okay, yeah, look, that looks like a hot dog.
Okay,
come on.
But it's not a hot dog.
It's a kielbasa.
It's a sausage.
In a bun.
They put coleslaw, French fries,
I'm calling shenanigans.
and hot sauce. They wrap it all up together in one thing, and you eat it. So it's not a hot dog.
I'm calling shenanigans. That looks okay. Listen, that's a hot dog. For all intents and purposes, that's a hot dog.
It's a sausage.
Okay, what is a hot dog? A hot dog is a sausage.
We let Alaska by with having a reindeer sausage sandwich earlier.
But it didn't look like that. Come on.
No.
That is nestled in a bun.
It was not inside of a casing.
Oh my gosh.
This is in a casing, and it is in a bun.
Okay.
But Cleveland is well known for this.
Yeah. A Cleveland dog, is really good.
Maybe Ohio doesn't have any other sandwich that they're known for.
Maybe
they're not sandwich
terrible.
people.
Sorry, Neil. Yeah. Neil Greathouse, if you're listening to this, I know you're from Ohio, but y'all produced LeBron. Come on. That's a check mark in the wrong direction anyway.
Oklahoma. This is one I was guessing to be, they're known for their onion burgers, but I told you burgers weren't on the list.
Yeah, burgers aren't on the list. We've already covered a patty melt. It doesn't seem like them to go back to or duplicate any.
It says that this is part of Oklahoma's official state meal.
Really?
Along with fried okra, cornbread, and black-eyed peas.
This sounds like I would almost say it's got to be something in the beef family, right?
Yes.
I'm going to say it's not going to be a brisket sandwich. That's got to be Texas. I'm going to say, gosh, it's not a Philly cheesesteak. That'll be Pennsylvania. I don't know.
Chicken fried steak sandwich.
Bouncing all around it there.
You put some white gravy on that, add some bread.
I would contend that chicken fried steak is best served as a sandwich. I'm going to get some feedback or some flack on that, but that's how I prefer it.
I don't think I've ever had it as a sandwich.
I know it's carb on carb on carb, but
why?
By itself, of course, I'm not a huge gravy person, so for people who like to just smother the thing in gravy, I get why you may not want it, but I don't know, just the right amount of gravy on there in a sandwich with some lettuce and maybe some onion to kind of help brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, perfect vessel for that, in my opinion.
Oregon, I don't think you're going to get this.
I'm going to assume it's seafood, though.
You're wrong,
okay.
So I'm going to give you a chance.
Just go.
There's a company there that makes a lot of cheese called Tillamook. So a grilled Tillamook cheddar cheese sandwich is what they say is the iconic sandwich, the most classic, best sandwich in Oregon.
I would bet Oregon people are going to disagree with that, though.
I have a feeling they are, too.
I have a feeling they only put that on there because of Tillamook.
They're probably sponsoring this whole deal. Pennsylvania?
A Philly cheesesteak.
Absolutely, 100%. Have you been to Philly?
I have not.
Okay. And people from Pennsylvania, you can back me up on this. Our trip to Philly, several of the locals that we were with that week told us, don't go to Pat's, don't go to Geno's. That's the two iconic places downtown. But in the words of the locals, I was told, don't eat there. That's like horse meat compared to everything else. You want to go find a place like Steve's Prince of Cheesesteaks. I mean, they're shaving the ribeye or filet right there. They're not chopping it up on the deal. And please, for the love of everything, people outside of Pennsylvania, don't start putting peppers and other stuff on your sandwich. They're going to ask you when you order, you want it with or without onions. That's the only option. You can get cheese and with or without onions. That's the only way to eat your cheesesteak.
Yeah. I mean, I like peppers and stuff on there, but the classic cheesesteak doesn't need it all.
Rhode Island, again, disregard something that I said earlier, because
I don't know what to disregard. I'm assuming, is it seafood?
No, it's not.
Is this maybe a contender for the worst?
No. I think it sounds good.
Okay.
It's a hot wiener.
Okay, so now, yeah, I get what you're saying. Disregard now. Come on, man. You said, but this just proves the point that Chicago really, I think they should have leaned the Chicago dog instead of the Italian beef.
But I have to go back to what we agreed on earlier, and that is that a hot dog is not a sandwich.
Well, I agree with that. But if they're going to start including them, then
the rules that they're playing by, they seem to be just kind of going willy-nilly with their rules here.
Okay.
But anyway, this is a veal and pork wiener. Can we just call them hot dogs?
Yes, please. We've already said pot. We were already demonetized. We might as well just stay avoiding.
Topped with mustard, chopped onion, celery, salt, and a secret sauce with ground beef. Sounds good.
It does sound good.
South Carolina.
I'm going to guess another type of barbecue of some kind. No. A fried chicken sandwich.
No.
Okay.
You were on the right track at first. Pulled pork with mustard sauce.
Okay.
Again.
So we are starting to duplicate some.
Yeah.
In different variations, but they're in there.
South Dakota, never would have guessed this.
Just tell me then.
It's a pheasant salad sandwich.
Yeah, not with a billion guesses.
Would you try it?
I would, yeah.
Yeah. When I read that, I thought, okay, I do know people go out to the Midwest to pheasant hunt.
They do. It's got to be similar to a chicken salad
That's
sandwich.
what I'm thinking. Now, here's the thing. I like chicken salad, but I don't like fruit in my chicken salad.
See, I didn't either. Lauren turned me on to that, though. She'll put
grapes, cranberries,
craisins, and apples in ours.
It's like the fruit cake of sandwiches.
Well, it gives it a little nice. It brightens it. Same way lemon would.
Tennessee.
Nashville hot chicken
Absolutely,
sandwich.
100%. It's become a craze. Hot chicken places everywhere. Hot chicken sandwich, man, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You got to go to Hattie B's while you're there.
You got to.
Check it out.
Do not get the hot unless you just really like spice. Like, it's a little too hot.
I got the medium. I got the mild, and I didn't want it any hotter than that. Typically, whatever flavor you typically get, I would back it up one from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because to me, the mild was more like a medium.
I like a lot of spice, but I would have taken about 5% off the spice of the hot. It just was just hot enough to be not fun anymore after the third bite.
Texas?
Brisket sandwich.
Yeah, 100%. Good stuff. Utah?
We're back into Native American-ish.
Yep. Keep going.
Style.
Keep going. Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I don't know many Native American sandwiches. I'm assuming it's got to do with a beef or bison.
It's a Navajo taco.
Oh, I didn't even think about including tacos.
Yeah.
That's not a sandwich.
Again,
But that doesn't look like a taco.
No, because it's made on fry bread.
It's got olives. I love fry bread.
Fry bread's amazing. We had Navajo tacos in New Mexico several years ago, multiple times, staying on a reservation, and the Native Americans making the fry bread for us there and teaching us how to make it was really, really awesome. And eating that, I don't know if you call that a sandwich or not, but it's good.
It looks good.
Vermont?
This is where the cucumber sandwiches come in.
No.
These bed and breakfasts up there in Vermont.
This sounds like a bed and breakfast kind of thing. It's called a Vermonter. with cold cuts, apple slices, and Vermont cheddar cheese.
It looks good.
Again, I would eat it.
Sourdough.
I'm not big
Panini
on
style?
mixing fruit with my cured meats. Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. Peanut butter and jelly.
No.
I'm
They
hoping
are.
somebody has PB&J on their list.
Well, Colorado did.
Yeah, I guess.
Virginia is known for its ham. And they don't disappoint you here. A country ham biscuit.
Looks good.
Smithfield. You're going to find country ham all over the place when you're out that way.
Yeah,
Good
that's true.
stuff. Washington.
Washington. I'm going to assume it doesn't have coffee in it, even though that's Seattle's the home of Starbucks. I do think salmon, though. When I think of the Northeast, I think of salmon.
Yep, you got it. Smoked salmon sandwich.
Baller. Look at me.
This is probably other than the pig's ear sandwich,
It's the least appetizing.
it's the least appetizing.
It looks almost raw.
It does
This
look almost
picture.
raw in this picture, for sure.
Okay.
Whoop. I jumped one. West Virginia. I don't.
West Virginia, a bunch of Appalachian hillbilly countries.
I have a very, very good friend from West Virginia, and
Sorry I called you hillbilly. But come on.
his family made this dish
Really?
just a couple weeks ago.
Does he listen to the show?
Yes, he
Okay.
does. So
Here's what you need to do. What's his name?
Jeff,
Listen. Okay, there's a thing on if you go on to tap the link in the description, you can actually send us a voice message. So
Yeah.
you need to tell us why West Virginia is awesome, and we'll put it on the show next time.
he's coming to visit us in a couple weeks. You know,
Okay.
Arkansas and West Virginia play basketball
That's
this
true.
year.
Yeah.
So he's flying up here to take in a Razorback game for the first time.
I'm going to assume this is a fried sandwich of some kind, and I'm going to assume probably wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not anywhere close to it. How about a pepperoni roll?
I would not have thought
No,
that for West Virginia.
I wouldn't have either, but as soon as I saw that, I thought to the pictures that I saw that he sent me a few weeks ago where they made pepperoni rolls, and I sent him a text and said, "What is up with West Virginia and pepperoni rolls?"
Is there a story or just...
He never responded to me.
Okay, it says that it's a nod to West Virginia immigrant community to the state's coal history. Italians working on the mines discovered pepperoni stuffed into bread dough as a convenient meal to take underground with them. It looks great. I mean, I love that. I think it'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Dip in a little marinara all day.
My computer froze. I think we're going to Wisconsin next.
I'm going to peek. Yes, it is Wisconsin.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
I know what it is.
Okay. The only thing I can think of is some kind of a cheese sandwich. Since we're duplicating, I'm just going to say grilled cheese.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wisconsin cheese. You got to... What's your perfect grilled cheese sandwich?
I like a little cheddar in there. I like something that has good melting quality, whether that's Monterey Jack or even your classic American. I want something that melts good, but then I like to up the game with a little, better tasting.
Yeah. You got to put
grown-up
fancy cheese in there
You know.
somewhere. Yeah.
Now, my wife completely disagrees. She just wants Kraft American cheese on her sandwich. She don't want nothing fancy. She wants it to be...
I feel like this is the episode to have this conversation, but we do not have time for it. The conversation, there needs to be a future episode where we actually talk about, can you add things to a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah.
And I know the answer for you. I think I know, at least I know what it is.
Yes.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go the other direction. I thought grilled cheese sandwich can only be cheese and bread.
I mean, I'll put some mustard and things like that.
Like if you add ham or bacon or any onion.
I
or
think
something
you've
like that.
changed what the sandwich is.
So it's no longer grilled cheese.
It's a grilled ham and cheese.
Okay.
I mean, it's still good, but I don't think it's a grilled cheese.
Okay. What's next?
We've made it 50 of 50. Here we
wow.
are. The last one, state of Wyoming.
Oh gosh, I'm back to beef or bison. Nobody's had bison yet, and that kind of surprises me. But I'm going to assume Wyoming's not going to be that. I'm going to assume just a beef sandwich.
How about a beef sandwich?
Is it really?
Right. Yeah.
Let's go.
Cattle ranching industry, very big out in Wyoming. Says the mangy
That is
moose.
just beef on a bread.
But This is a prime rib sandwich with horseradish sauce, grilled onions, white cheddar, hand-cut fries. I don't know if this is the iconic sandwich in the state, but that's a good sandwich.
It's a good sandwich. I've had one of those before with all that stuff on there. I was never a big horseradish fan back in the day, but I've grown to love it.
You need that nose heat.
You do. Yeah.
Especially
my dad still can't stand it.
When you have a fatty piece of meat like that, it just kind of helps cut through all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've made it to the end.
We've made it to the end. So now the question we have to figure out is, which one is the best? What's the best thing we've talked about today? Out of the 50 states, who has bragging rights here? For you, give me your top 3.
The Italian beef. I'm trying to think back through 50 sandwiches. That's a lot of sandwiches. It's not a grilled cheese. That's too plain. It's not a pepperoni roll. I'm discounting those of you who put hot dogs in there.
Yeah.
The hot chicken sandwich is hard to go against. I think that's gonna.
That's definitely up there.
What did I say first?
You said.
I've already forgotten. The hot chicken sandwich is in there.
You said the. Did you say Italian? It was a beef sandwich. I don't know if it was Italian beef.
The Italian beef. Okay. The hot chicken sandwich, and I think I've got to go with the burn-in sandwich from Kansas City. I mean, I had a burn-in sandwich in KC a couple months ago.
Torn.
It was good. Pulled pork sandwich, though. I mean, how do you argue with that?
I know.
And we do pulled pork a lot here in Arkansas.
We do pulled pork a lot.
I think you could argue pulled pork is a good sandwich in Arkansas.
Yeah, that would be, honestly, if it's not fried bologna, I'm thinking it's pulled pork. Okay, so those are your 3?
Yeah. I think, and man, like a shrimp po' boy, how do you go against that?
I know.
A lobster roll, how do you? I mean, there's some good sounding sandwiches here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the burn-in sandwich for sure. I'm gonna go the Nashville hot, and I'm probably gonna go put a Philly cheesesteak in there.
Oh, dang it! Okay, we can't have the same though.
Do we have the same so far?
But when you said that, I have not stopped thinking about the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches I ate, and that was in 2014 when I was there. They were that good.
So it looks like we have our 3. We have Nashville hot chicken, burnt ends from Kansas City, and a Philly cheesesteak. Now, out of those 3, I have not had the burnt end sandwich.
You've had burnt ends.
I've had burnt ends, so I can imagine what it tastes like.
The burnt-in sandwich I had 2 months ago included fried jalapenos on it, a special sort of slaw, which I don't know if you're a slaw fan or not, but on this sandwich, man, it just really worked. It had fried onions and the fried jalapenos and those burnt-ins from a place called the Char Bar. One of the best sandwiches I've ever eaten.
We have to make the decision, though. Okay, which one of those 3 do we is number 3?
The hot chicken for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to go Philly as my 3rd. Were you going to make Philly your 2nd?
Yeah, I was gonna put Philly number 2.
So that makes burn ends number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for me.
Kansas. You did it. Today, you are the best thing today. Kansas City.
Way to go, Kansas.
Or Kansas. I guess maybe not Kansas City. Although we all know it's Kansas City.
It's Kansas City.
So it's really Missouri.
The rest of the state, do you embrace the burn-in sandwich from Kansas City as your own?
We'd love to know. Not? Let us know in the tweet at us on Twitter at Best Things Pod. Okay. Now, we're doing a little something new here, where at the end of every episode, we're doing kind of like, not necessarily tournament style, but ranking. We're pitting the best against the best.
Yeah.
Basically, we could call this, is it the GOAT?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So we're taking today's best thing, which is the burnt end sandwich from Kansas, and we're pitting it up against our last best thing, which was Thanksgiving side dish of mac and cheese. So, Aaron.
It's not even a question. You put brisket or mac and cheese in front of me, and I have to choose one. I'm going with the brisket.
Yeah,
I'm going with burnt all day,
not
every
even
day.
close.
Yeah. And it's going to be hard to top
It really is.
This may reign for a while.
Yeah. So our new number 1 champion, the GOAT right now, is the burnt end sandwich. Man, they just cleaned house today.
Oh, it did.
We'll see if anything can top it coming up. Okay, before we close this thing out, be sure to become a member of our podcast. It's $2 a month. If you hop over, tap the link in the episode notes, the description, you can listen to exclusive member-only episodes over on Spotify. Okay, it's not available on Apple Podcasts. It's only on Spotify or the Anchor app if you want to listen to these exclusive podcasts. But we're going to have a conversation about the worst.
The worst.
Okay, and so, which, spoiler alert, we're going to talk at length about Mississippi, I think.
I'm going to do some research to see if there's anything else out there that can.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of any. I mean, that's pretty bad.
I don't know if it'll top that. That'll be something we do at the end of those episodes. Is it worse than? But so yeah, that's just something fun we're doing. So exclusive only over on Spotify or Anchor, $2 a month. Come on, extra content. You know you want to do it. Aaron, what's some stuff people can do right now though to help us out?
Follow us on social media. Number one. We're going to have some polls, things like that up there. So follow us on social media, on Twitter at Best Things Pod. And make sure that you've subscribed. You've listened to us, but make sure that you're subscribed to these podcasts. And leave us a 5-star rating.
Yes.
We love those.
Yeah. Listen, I know it doesn't... Because I do the same thing. People always ask for the review, and I never really do it. But if you know us, hop on and just drop a review. Hit the 5-star, and then just drop a little comment, a description of why you like the show, and how much you just love us and hearing our amazing voices in your AirPods.
Yes,
or your car, wherever you're listening. Okay, I'm gonna go get some burnt ends. How about you?
Oh, we're gonna enjoy some brisket tonight.
Yeah, we are. All right. For the best things, I'm Craig.
I'm Aaron.
And we will talk at you next time. Bye-bye.